Hello FlashTube, long time no see. It's Dobby here, and I'm coming back after like a longer-ish break. As always, life was lifing and things were happening. So yeah, I was planning to do like maybe a parade or a regular update. However, I couldn't decide on a format I wanted to do that in. So it was kind of delayed in time all the time. However, today it's just like, as usual, just like acting on a total impulse. I am coming to you with Stitch With Me, but a bit different Stitch With Me, because as you know, I am in love with modern folk embroidery and Jacob's patterns, and I started the House of Hearts. I think I started that last year. I don't remember the exact date, but today I realized that I am below 9,000 stitches left there. So it's currently, I think, 57 something percent, and I want to have it finished before the 21st of March. Why I want to have it finished before the 21st of March? So the 21st of March is me and my boyfriend's anniversary, and this year we are hitting 5 years. So I think that House of Hearts, having that finished by this date, would be kind of fitting. So I can do that if I do around 300 stitches a day. So I decided that I would like to try coming to you with daily updates. Let's see if I manage to do that. Let's start with the first one. I just realized that I don't know where I was looking in the camera, so if you see my eyes just like going around, it's just, yeah, whatever. So yeah, let's start today. So at the moment we have 8,982 stitches left. Today I put already 504 stitches, so I was over 9,000. Now we are definitely below. So let's see how much I will be able to do today. So is that going to be like a proper talkie stitch with me? Am I going to just like be stitching and you will have like a lovely sound of the thread going through my fabric? We will see, because as I said, there is absolutely no plan, but I hope that it's going to motivate me to first get back to filming, and two, to have something finished. So I will insert here a picture of where I am exactly at that moment, and I will just change the setup a bit and we'll start stitching. Okay, so I think that I managed to have it set up more or less okay. This is going to be like my starting point, because I haven't finished the house yet, but today I just wanted to move from the house to a bit of this oh, let me show you. Just like, I'll grab my tablet, so I hope that I will be able to show you where we are at the moment and why this is where I want to be. So here's the mock-up, and I have like a teeny tiny bit of the house basically left. I think that I have like the door, this part, and one of the windows or something. I don't remember exactly. But then my brain, instead of just like getting, okay, let's power through and let's do the house, made me move to this part, So this is where I'm going to be working now, and I do hope that today I will get to kind of half of that, not necessarily just like stitching along with you, but at least a part of that where I can just like do some talking as well, maybe, if we feel like talking, because yeah, so it's been a bit funky recently. So let's see, I am in a frame, we are more or less okay in here. So just a quick reminder, I am stitching that on the 32 count Zweigart Murano in the color terracotta, and I am stitching that with a speckled thread that I dyed myself. It was a total experiment and I absolutely love the results. And something new, I have these super cool thin floss drops at the moment. I have a friend who has a 3D printer. I found the free pattern for that. Ask him if he has time and could do that, and just asked him to use the color of filament that he has like the most or doesn't like or whatever. So he just like went with this one, and it's just like perfection because it can showcase any kind of stuff. I don't know why, it's just like made my brain super happy. So yeah, the starting point. Let me just like scoot closer a bit if I manage to get here. I haven't stitched on my stand for quite some time, so it's also going to be a bit of a relearning. I definitely need to use that more often because my back and things and so on. So today is okay, and I feel the first knot on the back of my thread because why not, and we pulled it from where it was anchored. Sorry. So all the fun. So I need to just do that this way. I feel that just like I'm using this hoop and it's massive, so I feel that I am terribly far away from the point where I want to stitch. So you know what, actually I'm going to go rogue a bit from exactly what I just said a second ago, what I'm going to do, and instead of going here, we're just going to go here, like in the middle, so it's going to be hopefully closer to me, so it's going to be easier for me to kind of have a control of everything and see the holes, because also I am using this this hoop. It's a non-slip hoop that I found for like basically pennies on Amazon, and I absolutely love them. I mostly use the smaller one. I think that this is like, oh god, I don't remember at the moment. It's 10 inches, I think. This one is bigger, definitely. I have no idea what size that is, but still, like, the tightness is exactly how I love it, because I am a tight girl. I need things to be tight and to be amazing and to be lovely this way. And basically, if I wanted, yeah, let's see, if I wanted to, I would like to be able to like use it as a drum basically. So this one is absolutely what I need. Okay, so let's just start with our first leg. So let's hope that the thread will get nicely anchored in there and I won't need to worry too much. Okay, so I need 7 stitches here. I will shut up for the time of counting at least. Okay, I think we have 7. But again, I think that I would need to change something because I am sitting in a very, very strange position now. Either I need to scoot closer to everything, or I need to get my stand closer to me. But then I would also need to change the camera to get it closer. Just like this is another thing that kind of prevented me from filming because as you know already, if you have been with me for some time, I have ADHD, and despite being medicated, it's not always the case that things are working as they should be working. So there is a lot of things kind of happening around, and also a few days ago I turned 43, and what I was also made aware of, that women in perimenopause who are diagnosed with ADHD very often report that their ADHD, when the perimenopause starts, is getting worse. And this is exactly what I am experiencing. And there are lots of other issues that are kind of around. So that was also one of the reasons why I just disappeared from the face of the earth. If you go to my Insta, you will see that there haven't been any updates for over a week at the moment, because I also needed to delete all my social media apps because of the current state of the world, and that was overwhelming me extra. So I just needed a break. And I stitched a lot in January, but then in February I kind of moved also to crochet. And in February I think that I stitched 2 days. Today is the 3rd one, and today is the 22nd of February. So as you can see, I wasn't a very, very prolific stitcher. I was watching lots of FlossTube, but I didn't do anything myself. And why is so, oh my god, I'm just jumping very much in what I'm saying. So what was happening, I am making a few things. I crochet a few things where I need to count. And basically, as I consider myself not a beginner, crocheter, that sounds a bit funky to pronounce that. I don't want to say hookah, but maybe I should, just why not? So I am not a beginner, I am kind of intermediate, I would say. Nothing too fancy. I made in the past, I made the Sophie's Universe. Maybe I will remember to insert a picture of the finished one. So people said, oh my god, you're just so advanced. No, I just I can follow patterns. I can follow patterns pretty well, but still it's just if that wasn't for the help of millions of stitch markers and so on, I would go crazy with that. So when I do even a simple pattern where there is no not a lot like extra stitches or changes or like increasing, decreasing, and so on. I need to count. I need to count every row to make sure that I have the exact amount of stitches that I needed. So that's the thing. And I realized that when I'm doing that and I concentrate so much on counting, my brain calms down. So this is also another thing that nobody is going to tell you that, because it's even among doctors, it's not a common knowledge. But if you're a woman that is still having periods, just before your period and during, if I remember correctly, your ADHD meds work at about 10% of their usual efficiency. So you can imagine, I have the time at the moment where this is what is happening. Then perimenopause is making everything worse. And then on top of everything, it turns out that my meds are not working as they should. So everything is just like, everything is too much. And recently, my brain was super loud. I don't remember the last time it was that loud, where, you know, you see all these memes about ADHD and so on, that it's, you have always just something singing in your head, that you have like million tabs opened, some of them are frozen, you don't know where the music is coming from. So this is pretty accurate, however, definitely a bit like caricature of everything. With me, I have like, from what I can like consciously say, I have usually like 2 tracks going, and one track is like a regular, let's say, train of thoughts, but in my case, regular train of thoughts is not necessarily always true as well. So this is one that is going, and then there is something in the background, and very often it's just like, it's some kind of, either it's a worry stuff or it's some kind of nonsensical track that I do not know where it came from, where it's going, and what to do about that. So I kind of can control this main one, and I can kind of choose what and how I am thinking about things, but the other one is like completely out of my control. So when my brain gets a bit louder, this second track is kind of coming to the front, and it is not easy to function. It is not easy to function. So I am trying at the moment to do anything, to know where I am, but also recently I was talking to my therapist, and she hit me with another thing. She was just like, you know what? So you are diagnosed with autism, and this is the main things that they were checking for, but I can pretty confidently say that there are like traces of autism as well. So I got a new letter. It's not only ADHD, it's AUDHD. So AUDHD. So all the fun. And then, if that wasn't enough, she looked at me and she was, yeah, if we ever were to like officially test for anything, I would also love to check for OCD because I definitely see traces of that. So yay, so many new letters in my life, fantastic. Didn't have that on my bingo card for any of the years, but whatever. But also a few things make sense. But on the other thing, it makes me understand the struggle a bit more. And unfortunately, in this case, understanding the struggle doesn't mean not struggling anymore. Because for all these things, altogether, there are no meds. There is nothing that I can take and feel instant change or whatever. So I need to keep searching for methods, for mechanisms that would work for me and so on. So yeah, that was fun, not. But I hope that this is just like, at least for you, for people who are asking about me, about my videos and so on, that it's a bit of an explanation what was happening. I felt overwhelmed with everything, and it was to the point that on an impulse I deleted the Discord server that I had for me and like Stitchy friends and so on, because it kind of felt too much to maintain. I abandoned any plans that I could have had at any point, and at the moment my whole life now is basically, my whole crafty life is basically swiwi, quiwi, no, yeah, that could be, or how do you say that if that's about crochet? Swiwi? No idea. But I let my brain guide me towards whatever it feels comfortable with doing that specific day. The only thing that I try to do is to craft every day, even if that's like 3 stitches in my cross stitch projects, or if that's like a half a row of a blanket with my crochet or whatever, because I know that this is very beneficial to me. So I need to keep doing that, even if that's difficult. So yeah, that was that. This is what was happening. This is what is happening still, because I'm still searching for a solution. I don't think that I am going to find a solution at any point soon or ever, but you know, I hope I can make it at least a bit easier for myself. So yeah, give me a moment. I just need to grab a sip of my drink and I will be back. Oh, and I was pressing the wrong button. So I am back, and I also did like a small adjustment to my setup here, to the stand and so on, because I felt my back hating me for whatever I was doing. Unfortunately, all the movement also drew attention of some fluffy bats. So in a second we may have Peppa somewhere here popping her head here. They are in a raccoon mode at the moment, so I hope that they will just like continue chasing each other. Let's see. Okay, so I was working here, and I think that now the most sense would be to go here on this part, so not in this triangle that I was talking, but also on this band that I have here, because this is like a very good spot, I think, to be stitching. So let's see, I'm just going to uncover my thread funnily and see where I am. Okay, so I just need to go here. Oh yeah, that's a much better position for me to sit in. So yeah, so my brain was doing funny things, and it continues to do that, and I am now trying to find solutions that would be working for me, because as well, this is one of these things that work for other people are not necessarily designed for your brain, because ADHD, autism, it just means that our brains are wired a bit differently, and this is what causes all the issues. So yeah, unfortunately there is no one method that would fit all for rewiring that, or at least for redirecting the electric current that is going through our brains in a way that it's more predictable. Yeah, I think that would be a good word. My brain is unpredictable. I don't know what it's going to focus on this specific day. I don't know what it's going to hyper focus on, because why not? So yes, all the fun in here, but just like I'm kind of accepting that it is a daily struggle, and that I need to keep searching for methods and to find ways that could help me not only survive but just thrive at least a bit. So yeah, that is the main reason. What was blocking me from coming back and filming and putting out any kind of work stuff and so on. It has been just like extra difficult because I love being organized. Am I organized? No. Am I searching for like perfect organizational things? Yes. Does it work? No. So, as I was saying, my brain has been, because still is, extremely loud, and it kind of screams at me in a way that I know that organizing everything would help. But the only way of organizing things that my brain is accepting now is making lists of everything, basically everything. So it's like needs, clothes, food, activities, stitchy stuff, supplies, stash, whatever. So I kind of started on the lists, but there are so many of them now that I would probably need like a main list to put all my lists on. And it's not working. So we are in another kind of limbo state, because why not? Let's add that on top. And one of the things that I would really like to have organized and have it properly organized, because this year, as I said ages ago, and so far I've been really sticking to that, I am stitching from stash. So I have enough materials and patterns to last me for at least one lifetime. So this year I would like to just stick to what I have, or if I want something new, to explore the free selection that designers offer and so on their websites. Like you can join their Patreon for free, and you can see if they have just like any of the small patterns that they offer for free as well. So definitely it's kind of resources are there. Of course, it's not everything that I would love to have, I would love to stitch and so on, but I am going to try to stick to that. I have 2 retreats planned for this year, and the thing is that as retreat is a completely different reality, I can buy stuff then. So now I am just trying to negotiate with myself to just see if buying things during retreats would also mean that, for example, I could buy the PDF patterns that I was eyeing, even if they are not kind of physically present at the retreat. So let's see what the final decision is going to be there. But there is also, because as I told you, everything was happening at the same time. So I decided to just like work from stash and so on, because I had a huge plan. Now there is a cut happening. I don't know if you can, no, I don't think you can see her. She's just like, here is the head here, like underneath. Oh yeah, hello. There's a tiny face. Hello face. Hello. So Peppa came to join us. Let's see if she's just going to plop underneath, or is she going to do stuff or whatever. Because of course when I am stitching, she is, and I have this blanket, I have any blanket, so this is her spot. She is just like, I need to sit like cross-legged, and there is like a nest where she's just placing herself, and she's sleeping there, and from time to time she's trying to attack my thread and eat it. So yeah, okay, there's like a full raccoon happening here. Now she's just trying to get into my bookshelf. Yes. Hey baby, come. Sorry, I think that I just like shook you a bit, and now she's trying to climb my stand, so it's also going to be fun. And now she's going to be a princess, I think. So I think that I don't know if I showed that in one of my videos, or is that only on Instagram, but I bought myself like this like serving wagon with like 3 tiers. So I wanted to have my stitchy supply in there, so I can just like drive it from one room to another. Not to put like the piles of stuff wherever I sit. Might do that anyways, but with this trolley, at least I have my master set of my floss in one place, so that was a bit easier to have all the boxes kind of movable. But unfortunately only 2 tiers are usable because the cats decided that the top tier is a princess carriage, and they are going to sit there and they sleep there. Sometimes I just like, when I move my stuff from one room to another, I also like drive a cat around, because why not? So now she moved to her carriage. She's going to plop there, I hope, and sleep. Let's see. I will try to remember to insert "You're ridiculous" at the moment. So there is like a carriage and there is just like a cat food just sticking around a cat posy because she's cleaning herself. So I will try to remember to insert a picture of the cat in the carriage, or both cats in the carriage. Oh my god, there's a stinky face because somebody was smelling her own food. Yes. Okay, good. I think she she plopped, but she needs attentions. 5 attentions. So yeah, what I was talking about. So that, yeah, all the lists and so on. So at the moment I'm just like looking for a way to organize my supplies and so on, because I need to know what I have in my stash, because I want to stitch from the stash, and the plan has been whatever, to stitch from stash and not buy too many things, because this year, as a 43-year-old lady, let me move my lamp a bit, sorry, it's just like I noticed that there's, after the moving, I think that there was a bit of a funky shadow everywhere, so let's see, that's going to help. Okay, now I made the shadow even worse. I think I need to change the position. That's good. Okay, because why not? Sorry guys. So I'm very sorry. As you can see, it's been going great. It's just I just broke my lamp holder, so I needed to bring another one and do some stuff. But in the meantime, we got a company. So let me just like take the phone from the stand. Hello, this is a Fluff. This is her setup. She is just sleeping under my project at the moment, so I don't know if we will be able to continue. Hello, show your face. This is my helper. Hello, baby. So yeah, if she could, she would probably just like get underneath my skin to be as close as possible, and especially when the stitching is involved. That's another thing. So yeah, now I completely lost my train of thought. I don't know what I was talking about. I know that it was like about stitching, organizing, and everything. So yeah, making lists, then trying to do things, trying to organize things. Nothing is working. So yeah, that would sum up my recent life at the moment. So yeah, and it's super overwhelming, and especially that, as I was telling, that the stash and stitching from stash and not spending money, because I, as a 43-year-old lady, wanted to do my driver's license finally. Are you going to be a star of the show? Yes. Okay, come. Very good, my baby. So yeah, I will stop stitching for a second. I will just scratch the cat and then just talk to you, because I don't think that we are going to be able to do anything more. Let's see how's that going to go tomorrow and the other days. But yeah, I think that this is the end for today. But yeah, so I wanted to driving license in Germany is pretty expensive. So that was like a general goal, but at the moment it turned out that I might need some not planned dental procedures that might require like a surgery and so on, and unfortunately this is not covered by the insurance here. So the money that I was thinking about putting towards my driver's license and everything else probably will need to go towards that. And yeah, on Monday, today is Sunday, so tomorrow I need to call and make an appointment with the dental surgeon. So they will check what is really needed and what is happening and so on. So we will get then the cost estimate as well, and I will see what is happening, because if the costs are what I am afraid they might be, it would mean that not only I would need to stitch from stash for forever, that there won't be any driver's license in the nearest future for sure, but also it also may mean that I would need to cancel my participation in the retreats that I had planned. So yeah, let's see. I will definitely update you on that. So yeah, just coming back to like stitching from stash and knowing what I have to stitch. If you have any ideas on how to organize your things, make lists of patterns, fabrics, flaws that you have, and so it is easily accessible and you really can have an overview of what you have and what can be used for what, please let me know, because I am definitely not going to be able to come up with that on my own. Excuse me, where are you going now? Okay, she needs to be closer. Sorry, I just need to take that off my Lowry now, because there is a floof that needs to get on my lap, I think. Yes, so we're going to have the view of Peppa, maybe, just like if we manage to. Oh my god, this is just like it's a hot mess, guys. I'm so sorry. It's just like whatever is happening, baby. So at least you show your tiny facey. This is a facey. This is a facey that I'm going to squish in a second. Yeah, just let me know if you have any ideas, something that is working for you. Maybe somebody created anything, any kind of like templates that can be used, and so yeah. So this is Peppa. Okay, so I'm just going to this squish, come back, you monster. And now she's going. Sorry, I'm just showing you the pattern. Oh my god, it's a mess. And she's climbing. Hello. So thank you guys for being here with me. Bye bye. Until the next time, that I hope is a bit better.